You've successfully cut your slab, carried it inside, and bonded it to a surface. But now you have to collapse those trowel lines and get all the air pockets out from behind the slab. What tool should you use to do that? Well, in today's video, we're going to discuss 3 options that you can find in the market today to help you get a successful installation. Hello, I'm Nathan, the Porcelain Panel Pro. For our video today, I'm going to do things a little bit differently. The opinions that I express in this video are my own, and I do not mean to malign any brand or tool specifically. Through the last few years of my own personal hands-on experience, I come to have strong opinions. Your experience using the tool might differ from those of my own. So please take any opinion I express with a grain of salt. You might have to do your own tests as well. Now, with that said, with the advent and increase of porcelain slab installations over the last few years, there has been a huge need in the marketplace to have a battery-driven vibration device.
I'm thumping. That's why they call me Thumper.
Now, these tools are made to vibrate, tamp, beat, and ultimately collapse the thinset that's behind your slab. Now, how are you going to get that to happen? How are you going to push those air pockets out? Well, that's why we've brought 3 of the best tools in the market together to test them for you so that you can make an informed decision before you place your next order. The first competitor, weighing in at just 1.354 kilograms, just shy of 3 pounds for Americano, redder than your favorite pasta sauce, your favorite Italian machine, the BattilePro from Montolit. This updated bad boy from northern Italy is sure to make your woman swoon like a fast red Ferrari as it pulsates by. Pricing may vary, but most online retailers show prices north of $535. This updated model on the original battery tool in the American market was revamped in early 2020. One 16-volt battery and charging cable is included in its simple plastic carrying box. It also comes with a very fancy vibration plate to help you dissipate those vibes. Our second competitor, weighing in at a solid 1.5 kilograms or 3.3 pounds for the rebellious colonies, making your heart shake and your blood vessels pulsate, is the RTC Vibralift. Available from most online distributors for $249.95. This device comes with 2 16-volt batteries, a charger, and a solid black carrying case. Not to mention, it has this nifty high-visibility bubble level. For $25 extra, you can also have a fancy vibration plate. Our last combatant, weighing in at 1.3 kilograms, a light 2.9 pounds for Meg Yen, we've placed an order for some knockout takeout. Yes, the combo number 5, the orange chicken with a side of sweet and sour, because yes, it has a lot of power, the Suabu Tile Vibration Tool. This beast from the east comes with a 16-volt battery, a charger unit, and a plastic carrying case. If you can find this unit online, prices may vary from $85 to $170. Full disclosure, I ordered a BattilePro very early on when it hit the marketplace here in the US. At the same time, I gave the RTC Vibralift a shot just a few months ago. But when you look at the Suabu and the Montolit together, well, I won't even say it. I'll let a young Lindsey Lohan say it for us.
And you and I are like sisters. Sisters. Hallie, we're like twins.
Let's remember, a lot goes into ordering machines at factories all around the world, and some components may get changed. Case in point, a small difference between the 2 units is their battery. The Montolit BattilePro requires you to charge your battery from this small access point, while the Suabu's battery has a rubber plug hiding the emptiness it feels inside. The BattilePro requires a special adapter for its battery charger to work in the North American market, whereas the Suabu requires you to physically click the entire battery onto the charger pack. But yet both batteries have the most annoying process to turn on and select the power amount. Level 1 is barely anything.
You hit me, but it's very light. It's almost relaxing.
Level 3 is like being at a NASCAR race.
There's only one good thing about coming to these races, and that is the vibrations from the cars. Oh, I love
Compare that to the Vibralift, where it only has one speed setting, full. Now you can use the trigger to determine how many vibrations a minute you want to use from low to high. But there is still one key question we have to answer regardless of which model we're looking at. One of the key features of any of these machines is going to be the battery life. So we've devised a test wherein a zip tie is going to hold the trigger in full mode. That way we can see over a long period of time which batteries last longer. Now this test is not scientific and your results may vary, but at least this is going to give us a good idea on how they perform. After 15 minutes, all three tools are working great, shaking and rumbling like crazy. 30 minutes passes, no problem seen. At the 35-minute mark, some fatigue setting in on the Vibralift and also on my attention span. Check text messages, respond to emails, and then the room gets a little quieter as the Suabu dies a sudden death.
It took just under 39 minutes for the Suabu to give out. So let's see where the Montolit and the Vibralift go from here.
Just a few minutes later, and the Vibralift teeters and shows a weakness as its battery gets weak.
Down goes Frazier! Down goes Frazier! Down goes Frazier!
At just past 41 minutes, the battery gives way and the mighty Italian remains on top. But I've noticed that there is no sign of the BattilePro slowing down. The battery is surely low, but just like on a job site, sometimes you can't stop. You have to press on.
Where is it now? There's still some overlap between the needle and the slash below the E.
How low are you going to go?
Oh, I've been in the slash many times. This is nothing. You'll get used to it. Just put it out of your mind.
Is it just the angle I'm looking from?
No, sir. We are down there.
Oh, this is amazing. Oh, I never felt so alive. We did it! We pulled it off! I can't believe it! Where's the needle?
Oh, it broke off, baby!
I wonder how much longer we could have lasted.
Yeah, I wonder.
One hour, 1 minute, 50 seconds. I'm really surprised by our results. The fact that the Montolit lasted almost 50% longer than both of these really strikes me. Now, one thing I will take away from this test is that if you're not using the machine, if maybe you've moved on to a different part of your project, keep the batteries connected to give them a full charge. You never know when you're going to need a good hour's worth of usage. So here's an interesting problem that we just ran into since we did the vibration test. I can't get the battery off of this unit. Now it should work that I just push this button and it should slide off, but I can't get it to go for the life of me. And there's no way to charge it except if you have the battery off. So I'm gonna have to work on this for a little while and try to get it loose.
What'd you do?
Interesting. Well, let's go ahead and finish breaking it open. So obviously I didn't intend to have to open up each machine, but I think this is pretty cool to see the inside of how these machines work. We have our battery connection in the rear, which then runs into your trigger, which acts as a breaker of sorts, that then ignites down into the motor with this little drum device that then kicks it on and off. And I'm going to presume it makes the impact for us. Now, since I had to take apart the Suabu, why not compare the inside to the Vibralift? The inside of the Vibralift has nearly the same components and basic design. A battery connection, a trigger switch to channel the electricity to the motor and weight. The Vibralift advertises up to 10,000 rotations per minute, whereas the BattilePro advertises up to 12,000 vibrations per minute. So between all three units, the basic design is the same, and they are using very similar components. The only substantial, visible difference is the body they use and the quality of their batteries. What I found interesting though about the Vibralift is that just for a few dollars less, I too could get a no-name version delivered next day with free shipping and 30-day returns. But let's compare that for just a minute. If you do go with that lower cost, no-name knockoff brand model, what are you losing out on? Well, namely, customer service. After 30 days, you are on your own. I can say from experience with the Montolit BattilePro, when my machine stopped working, I called up the local distributor. It was only 3 months since I had bought it, and the battery connection had stopped working. Well, the distributor did the right thing, and they shipped me a brand new model, no cost to me. You won't get that if you buy a knockoff brand. You only have 30 days, and the moment that clock goes to 31 days, you're on your own. If you've watched any of my videos, you know I say one thing: take care of your tools. They are an investment. If you thrash them around in the back of your work truck, your work van, they're going to break. They are just plastic bodies and small metal components on the inside that vibrate thousands of times a minute. What do you think is going to happen if you don't take care of them? But how much are you willing to spend? For me, I am a Milwaukee Tools type of guy. I have friends that love Ryobi, but I'm sure you know that guy on the job site that's walking around proud to have his Harbor Freight tools in the truck. Sometimes it just comes down to what color do you want your tool to be. Thanks for watching. I hope you were able to learn something about the vibration tools available to you on the market today. Make sure you like and subscribe as we have some future videos coming up that I think you're going to like. But as always, you're not a pro unless you know.